Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We want to bring others with us. So what's popping, what's cracking, and what's going on? Please become a part of Notification Squad, Peep Squad. Hit that notification bell. Know each and every time I drop a video, and be the first one to comment and tell me what's on your mind. So let's talk about this situation with Joshua Brown. Like, OMG, this was just so sad that this young man done lost his life. He done got on the stand. He testified and basically tried to help another brother out, another family out, and he ended up losing his life. And some people believe that, the police was involved in this. Some people believe that, they put him to sleep because, he was going to testify in a civil trial. So it is what it is. I'm just like, damn, because they don't play about their money in Texas. And it was a wrongful death lawsuit going against Texas through the Botham Jean family, you know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. I'm just like, I can't believe this young man is gone. And his worst fear was death. Hey, Candy Girl, what's up? How you doing? You guys go check out Candy Girl's, YouTube channel. Show us some love. Show us some support, too, as well. Like, this is just so sad. And, I just wanted to talk about this case and the situation because it's like, damn, like it's a coincidence. Boom, he testified. Boom, he's dead. Like, this is just, it just doesn't make any sense. And if he was involved in any type of illicit activities as far as drug dealing, wouldn't the prosecution team know? Wouldn't the defendants know? Wouldn't somebody know? And basically they won't let him testify. But yet, they got somebody over here carrying like 12 pounds of weight, 13 pounds of weight of marijuana, and yet he's on a stand testifying. It just really doesn't make any sense. It's really a tragic situation. I don't even know what to say because this is sad. And this young man, he has a son too as well. And it's just like, he did the right thing and boom. And they said they actually forced him to testify, that there was actually, a subpoena for him to testify. So he really had no choice. He did not want to testify because he felt like his life was in danger. And, he didn't get any protection. And who was he going to get protection from? The popos, the police, the same people he is going to be dropping a dime on. He's going to get protection from them. Like, it was no protection out here for this young man. He stepped up and he did the right thing to make sure this family get justice, to also inspire people that witnesses certain crimes that don't want to speak up and don't want to say anything to actually stand up and say something. And he did, and he had no protection. Nobody had his back. He was just out there left in the street cold, baby. Like, this is just, I just feel so bad for this young man and his family, because and if he was actually out here selling and slanging drugs like they're saying it's a drug deal that went bad, why in the hell would he get on stand? He would rather go to jail and do some time, violating a subpoena, to appear in court. Like, if you're selling that much weight, 12 pounds, we're not talking about, a dime bag here, a quarter, a half, a sack. We're talking about pounds of marijuana. Nobody in their right mind will even get on stand and testify, because whoever he's getting his material from, whoever he's getting his product from, basically gonna be like, we ain't selling to you no more if you're gonna be on stand. They gonna think you a snitch. They gonna think you working with the police, that so it doesn't make any sense that he'll still have drugs. People will still be selling him any type of product when he's testifying against the cop. It just doesn't make any sense. So, Peep Squad, if you want to call in and speak your mind, call in. The number is 401-757-0749. If you want to speak your piece and talk about this case and tell me how you feel and what's going on in your heart and what your thoughts is, and will you ever testify in a criminal case where you're a witness and it's against the police? Would you testify? Would you stand up? Would you say something now after this? What's going on? How do you guys feel? Please call in 401-757-0749. Call in and tell me your thoughts on the situation. Like, this is a travesty. This is just downright, like, damn, like, our people never get any justice. Nothing. It's like, we're in the media, we in the blogs and all this other stuff, but when it comes down to something this serious, this young man, Joshua Brown, put his life on the line to testify, and basically he was left out there in the cold to dry, and now his family is going to have to try to bury him. His family is going to have to try to move on without him, because he was doing the right thing. He was following the American way. Let's get on the witness stand and let's testify. Let me help this person out. And look what happened to him. And now his family, they do have a GoFundMe, because he does have a child. He does have a GoFundMe. His children's mother, Miss Victor, basically she put out a GoFundMe, and this is his son. And basically, you know, they're trying to get some help and some support for their family to actually take care of the funeral arrangements. And they didn't even know that, you know, this was going to happen. And then this young man, he was scared. He did not want to testify. And it's just like, damn. And his worst fear was getting shot down and being gunned down. He moved from Florida to Texas basically to escape the gun violence. And he ended up ending his life ending in a tragic death, in a tragic way. Like, oh, this is... It's just really sad. It's like, what are you going to do with this? What can we do? What are we going to do? Because it's just like open season on black people all the time. No matter what you do, you could, you know, Botham Jean was a stand-up citizen. You know what I'm saying? He was going to school, going to college, had a nice little condo, nice little apartment. He's inside his house, not bothering nobody, not doing nothing to anyone. And guess what? The police came into his house. Amber Guyger came into his house and took his life. And he wasn't even doing anything. And that's just like the worst. Like, you're not even safe in your own home, you know. And then, could you only imagine the police coming into your house and murdering you or somebody that you love? And no reason other than they're saying that they got the wrong apartment, when there's so many indications and signs will let the officer Amber Guyger know that this is not her apartment. But yet she comes into your apartment and commit a murder. And then now she only gets 10 years. And then on top of that, she's going to be appealing that case. And now we don't have the key witness anymore to witness where he heard Amber Guyger. He heard Botham Jean in the hallway. And he said it sounded like two strangers speaking to each other, like they just met for the very first time. He said he didn't hear any commands of put your hands up, stop, police, or anything like that. And basically he was nervous, he was scared. He snuck into his apartment, he turned on a video game, he played, and then after that he went back in the hallway. He looked out, Amber Guyger was going back and forth into the apartment, which is Botham Jean. So basically she was interfering with the crime scene. We don't even know what she did with the crime scene. She was entering the apartment. She was on a phone calling people, blase and the third. So his testimony is very important. And now he's not here anymore. A lot of people think that this was assassination. You guys tell me what you think about the situation. Please call in. If you would like to share your concerns and your thoughts on the situation, it'll be appreciated. The phone number is 401-757-0749. Once again, the phone number is 401-757-0749. Tell me your thoughts on Joshua Brown, and do you believe that this is a coincidence or not? What do you guys think about it? Do you think it's just unlucky circumstance? What do you think about this situation? Because everybody's been very vocal about what they think happened and what was going on. And a lot of people feel like, you know what, he was in the streets, and the streets done caught up to him. And it's just like, but still, get shot in the chest, get shot in the mouth. Like, come on, when you get shot in the mouth, basically they don't want you to talk. They don't want you to say nothing. And usually that's a form of like some type of mob hit or whatever the case may be. And then on top of that, he was shot before. He was shot in the foot. When he was this is one of the reasons why he didn't want to testify, because he went out to a birthday party with his friend. He got into a commotion with other guys, and all of a sudden his friend next to him was assassinated and murdered, and then he was shot in the foot, and he really didn't want to testify after that. So, and now he was forced to testify. He testified, and then days later, not a week later, not a month later, not a year later, days later, he is actually assassinated. And a lot of people think it could also be due to testifying against a cop. Like, who do he think he is? The table has turned, where now you have, this young man testifying against the police. Nobody's supposed to testify against the police. I'm just like, oh man, his family must be going through it. I mean, going through it. When you do the right thing and you get rewarded with death. And now, it could possibly be a robbery, or it could possibly be assassination, but we'll never know. We'll never know the truth. Like, we'll never know the truth about all the people that were murdered, that were political people of our ancestors. I mean, like, damn, we'll never know. Just like with the Nipsey Hussle situation, we'll never know. And people have their conspiracies and their take on the situation, and it's much more easier to just say, you know what, he was involved in that street life and it caught up to him, and he should have never testified. Boom boom, bada bing, that's what happened. And that's and it's much easier to move on in your life with that type of situation. Hey, Letha E. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? You guys check out Letha's E, YouTube channel. Check her out and show her some love. She be out here singing. She be holding it down. Check out Vicky Smith. I don't even know who Vicky Smith is. What's up, Vicky Smith? Check out Candy Girl's YouTube channel. Yes, it is so sad. I'm just like, yo, this it's just very disheartening. And like, how do you stop something like this from happening again? Like, he needed protection, and if people think the police had something to do with his assassination, I'm doing all right, Letha E. Then how is the police going to protect him? They just left him out here high and dry. There needs to be like a type of community for people that actually, especially indigenous people, descendants of slaves, and black people that actually testify against, cops and stuff like that. There should be a special type of unit to protect them that has nothing to do with the popos, had nothing to do with the police, because, this is going to discourage people from testifying in future cases. Hey, Vicky Smith. Hey, they killed him to get her out on appeal and stop his family from the civil suit. And that's what everybody believes. That's what everybody thinks. But they got this drug case on him, basically saying he's out here dealing drugs. Like, how is he dealing 12 pounds of drugs? When you're moving 12 pounds, 13 pounds, 14 pounds, usually you're a distributor and you're delivering it to the low connects, and usually you're on police radar. And he's already on a police radar because he's a witness in a murder trial against a police officer. So how did they not know that he was out here slanging and dangling? The prosecution would have probably not wanted to put him on stand with that information, or they could possibly try to hide it. But then you have the defense will put his credibility online and basically say he is not, worthy of being a witness because of his behaviors, his activity. He's actually selling drugs on the street, So how did the prosecution and his defense team not have any idea that this guy was supposed to be dealing weight? I mean, not just 10 times $10 bags, $12 bags, but weight, baby. And all of a sudden it's a shock, it's surprise, and then he gets murdered right outside of his apartment complex that's not too far down the street from Botham Jean complex, and not too far down the street from where the police station is at. Like, come on, Vicky Smith, nobody is dealing and a key witness against the police. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Glory to God to you, Vicky Smith. That's what I was saying. Hey, Tony, Retro Games, Live Retro Games. You guys check out Tony, Live Retro Games. Check out his YouTube channel. Check everybody out. Show them some love, baby. For real, for real. So it's just like, yo, this is just crazy. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Tony? Check out Tony's YouTube channel. Check out Letha's E YouTube channel. Check out Candy Girl's YouTube channel. Check them out. Show them some love and support. They're out here putting in work. Tony be out here all the time putting out work. Check him out and show him some love. Let him know his fruits are being multiplied out here in these YouTube streets. Letha E be out here showing us how it is to be a good parent and a good singer. Candy Girl be showing all the stuff that she shows about, gossip. So check them out and show them some love, for real, for real. But yeah, this shit just hit me so hard. Like, talking about it with my peoples and stuff like that. And it's just like, damn, this was like, this ain't it just doesn't seem like a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence for this to happen. Like, it don't make no sense at all. He wouldn't even get on stand if he was dealing that type of drugs. Black Bruce Wayne Jr. Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's popping with ya? So you guys tell me what you feel about the situation. Like, I'm pissed. Like, I'm so mad. I just wish we had a community. We had protection for each other when we get into these type of situation where we just can't be assassinated and taken out like the way that he was and left on a sidewalk to die when he was actually a witness and a case to actually help the black community, to actually help the community where we can possibly stop police officers from coming into our house and then taking our lives. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have no search warrant. She thought it was her own apartment. Could you imagine? I'm sitting right here on YouTube live with y'all and the police knock at my door and shoot me and say this was their house. You know, that ain't right. And then get away with it. There shouldn't even been no damn trial, but there was. Thank you, Tony. Really appreciate it. Check out Tony, Live Retro Gamer. I mean, you'll feel good over there. You feel good on his channel. I mean, like, it's just mad love and support and grace and goodness, and just talk about all types of different things that are very enjoyable. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. You guys, if you would like to call in and tell me what you think, please dial 401-757-0749 is the call-in number. Call in and tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. Tell me what's going on. This man shouldn't have died like that. This man should have been protected. If anything, if I was the Botham family, I would have been like, you know what, homie? I would have been like, Joshua, yo, we need you in this civil trial. You're going to be an important witness. And, you know, we ain't trying to bribe you or anything like that. You already gave your testimony. But come back to St. Lucia with us. Come back to St. Lucia with us. You know, do you need any money? You know, can you come stay with us? Can you come live with us so we can help you, so we can protect you too as well? Like there should have been some type of system to protect this man. He was just left out here. Big miss for real. I know. Thank you, Tony. Who did I miss? Wayne. Yeah, this is all messed up. Yo, it is. He had no protection at all. He was out on these streets naked, testifying against the police. He done already got shot in the foot not too long ago. His partner was assassinated and killed next to him. And then boom, he testifies. A couple of days later, his worst fear ever comes to light, that, you know, he gets shot and killed, shot in the mouth, shot in the chest. But one of the victims, one of the suspects allegedly, you know, that shot him was shot too as well, and they found him in a hospital. And these guys traveled from Louisiana to Texas to get what? And also Botham Jean, not Botham Jean, but Joshua Brown, his best friend, said that Joshua was not going to leave the house that day. He was going to stay in the house and watch TV and watch a movie, that he didn't have no plans or no desires to go out. If someone is traveling from Louisiana, usually if they're trying to meet a drug dealer, they're trying to get some weight, you know, they're going to make sure they make, you know, an appointment, or they let, you know, Joshua Brown know that they're on their way, they're coming through. So his best friend is saying, like, this is a foul play. This ain't true. This is just downright a travesty, for real. I mean, like, to the worst. And now his family got to deal with this shit all by themselves. But there have been some people donating to their GoFundMe, so that is good too as well. Oh, okay. You're also following Bruce Wayne. So Bruce has, let me see, Black Bruce Wayne Jr. So you have a YouTube channel. You guys go support Bruce, Black Bruce Wayne Jr. Go check him out. See what's going on. Yeah, I mean, like, this case is just all suspicious. I mean, like, and if they're coming to buy weight, why are they gonna shoot him in Texas? They gonna drive from Louisiana and commit a robbery on a witness suspect? Like, if you got Instagram, you know who Joshua Brown is, because everybody's been talking about Joshua Brown Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. It's all up and down Instagram. Whoever you follow on Instagram, somebody is going to post Joshua Brown testifying against Amber Guyger and the police trial. You know what I'm saying? That Amber, I call her Amy, that Amber Guyger channel. I mean, on Instagram, like, you gonna see it, like, it's gonna be there. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And this is why a lot of people says that, you know, they believe there's something else is going on in this case. It's just ridiculous. Vicky Smith, the judge, gonna say, I am surprised he came when he got off the stand and took the recess I just got. It was recorded. Just blash his face everywhere. Yep. Exactly. Truth out loud. They are saying Joshua fired the first shot. Yep, that's what they're saying too as well. Because he shot one of the people that alleged shot him in the chest. So if you wasn't there, man, you'll never know what the truth is. And if he shot them first in the chest, why would he shoot them first in the chest if he's actually trying to make a drug deal go down? People believe that these young men were hired to kill him. It was just, I mean, this whole thing was just crazy. Just him just dying like this and getting shot like this is just crazy. Just doesn't make any sense. Like, I mean, he don't got no protection, no nothing. And it's just like, he's an important witness. Like, nobody thought that he was an important witness. Nobody thought for his protection. The Botham family, the Botham's attorney is the same attorney that's going to be for Joshua Brown now. Nobody thought that he needed protection when he told them that he was afraid and he did not want to testify. And a lot of people received death threats that testified against Amy. Did you guys see that crackhead that was on the stand testifying for Amber Guyger? That was a whole complete mess. I mean, like, they went Jerry Springer on our asses on this crowd. They went and got that crackhead, and I ain't gonna even lie, she looked higher than me when she was up there on the stand. I mean, this was, I mean, like, This is a damn crying shame. It's a crying shame. Because we're never going to know the truth. We're never going to know the truth. We're not going to know if the Texas police set this whole situation up. We don't know if the police, promised these young men something. We don't know if these young men, it's just, we'll never know the truth. Only thing we'll be able to do is speculate, because we're never there. We're never involved when something like this happened to one another. Like, we have to have a system. We have to have a system where when we're going through something like this, such a public trial, such a public murder case, such a case that can set precedent for the rest and basically stop police officers just going around killing people, especially black people, and entering their home and doing what they did, like doing what Amber Guyger did. Like, you can't be safe. You can't be safe in your own dwelling. You can't be safe in your own home. And then if someone steps up and testify for you, this is what happened. This happens in 2019. Like, this is just that bold. And yes, it is heartbreaking, Letha E. Yes, it is so much. The system, oh my, OMG, no justice, no answers. Just like with the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. People don't even believe the history books of what they told us, how profound people and prolific people in our history and in our past, that was so involved in the civil rights movement, the way that they were murdered or whoever they accused of murdering them. People don't believe that, because if you ask the old school folks, if you still got old school folks, they'll tell you what they think. They'll tell you exactly what's going on. And basically, when we get older, the generation after generation, we're going to have to give them the history and let them know we have to pass on history from present and to past for one another, because if not, you end up in situations like this. Somebody should have been there to protect Joshua Brown and maybe told him, like, you got to move a different way. He was trying to get out of Texas, but he wasn't able to get out of there fast enough. And if he was really trying to get out of Texas, if he got 12 pounds of weed and he got weed like that, he had $4,000 and change in his apartment, like, he had enough money to leave Texas. Like, come on. Like, it's just way too much. But if you guys want to call in and tell me your thoughts on how you feel about the situation, the phone number is 401-757-0749. The number's on the screen. I just can't believe this. Truth out, I just joined your channel. It's all good. And a lot of people, like, there was even a video I did watch where people and Texas are actually, they put up Botham Jean. I think they put up Botham's younger brother picture of him hugging Amber Guyger and called him the love God, the God of love and everything, because he forgave her. And it also seems like the family is very forgiving when it comes to, Amber Guyger and hugging her. A lot of people like that's some coon shit. A lot of people are not feeling that situation. But sometimes when people die, people act in crazy and mysterious ways. Like they'll do things like, a couple of months from now, they might regret everything they said and did. But I'm just saying, people have a lot of out of body experience, and sometimes they have a chemical imbalance when they actually are facing, the stages of grief, because grief is a mother sucker. Grief ain't no joke. Grief hurts. I don't even know why this is on. Oh, I was like, damn, this young man is going, and it's just such a travesty that he's going, like, damn. And now, right now, that his legacy, they're gonna say he's he was on stand, and then on top of that, he was caught. He was making a drug deal. It don't make no sense for him to make no big time drug deal. He knows the police are watching him. The police are right down the street and around the corner. He know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make no sense. None of it makes any sense, because if he was moving this sloppy and selling drugs to people he don't know coming from Louisiana, usually the people that's coming through. You just don't have anybody you sell drugs to, allegedly, because we don't know if he was actually really selling drugs or anything like that. So usually, who's coming through, these people, and so why would there even be any type of robbery unless there was somebody that contacted Joshua Brown and co-signed these three men allegedly that wanted to purchase some drugs off of Joshua Brown, and then it was a setup, and they're saying that he fired first. So if he fired first, he should have been able to get out blank, blank, blank. He should have been able to take them all out. You know what I mean? He shouldn't have left dead. It seemed like somebody came around the way. It seemed like there had to be more than 3 suspects, or there was a suspect somewhere where no one could visualize, and it was probably more than one getaway, and there's probably more than one person that walked. There's probably people that walked away from the scene. There's probably people that walked right inside the building after his assassination took place, because none of it makes sense. Usually when it doesn't make sense, it's usually not true at all, point blank, period, in my opinion. And it's just a coincidence, because the state of Texas, we know Texas is racist. Let's not even play no games. Let's not even act like we don't know that, for number one. But then you're going to have this black man, these St. Lucian people get money from Texas. Then we're going to have a black man that we consider a drug dealer get on stand and testify against one of our American princesses, which is Amber Guyger, and they gonna walk away from this. They gonna walk away with money in their life. No, it didn't work out that way, and that's why a lot of people believe that it was an assassination, because they don't believe the state of Texas, they don't believe the Texans or whatever is gonna let this fly, because Texas has been known to execute the most black people ever in history. Texas executed the most black people in history, whether they were, there's a rule where you're not supposed to, execute anybody that has, the level of intelligence, like semi-retardation. You don't supposed to execute them. In Texas, they executed them, baby. So you can't tell me Texas ain't playing no games. So when more comes up, we'll talk about it. But I just had to, leave the phone lines open and basically talk about this case. So thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate it. One love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building. Check out Candy Girl. Check out Vicky Smith. Check out Letha E. Check out Tony. Live Retro Games. Check him out. Show him some love, because he's good people, for real, for real. Check out Letha E. Thank you guys for coming through. Check out Truth Out Loud. Check everybody out. And also, who did I miss? I missed somebody. Black Bruce Wayne Jr. Check him out. Peace and out. One love to all my peeps and my people. Stay woke. Stay protected. Listen to what Dave Chappelle said. Go get your fire.